That's right. Welcome in, welcome back, folks, to a 5 potential positives to keep in mind, even in the middle of a rough season edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, you can find the program on YouTube. Do it, subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. Helps me as well. Notifications on. That way you'll be alerted every time a new episode drops. You don't want to miss it. Twitter, search bar Always Irish Rat, Always Irish Inc. Emails, alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want me. You can get me. Call-in lines. Hopping and popping. Therapy. My way towards them, their way to me. Double therapy, baby. 312-988-15. Irish counseling waiting for your call. All right. Here's the deal. I know, especially if you've been around my content, my channel a while, you can't believe this title. You think somebody kidnapped John. Positives, you say? How can this be? Here's the deal. We just lost to Marshall and Stanford at home, two of the worst teams in America. My man crush Marcus is feeling the heat. And I have the audacity to come up with a glass half full episode. That's right. It's my job to look at it all, folks. I got to look at it all. And while most of it's bad, primarily it's bad, there are certain things that I think help to keep in perspective that are either positives now or could be to make us all feel a little better about this. So with all the negativity out there, I put it out there too. And it's okay to be negative when negative things are happening. There are still some things in play here that are good. Let's look at them, what they are or potentially could be in the near future. Number one, Marcus Freeman's going to get better at this. He is. He's going to get better at this. He's 6 games in to a 6-year deal. I understand there are red flags and there are more negatives than we thought there would be, and you can't lose these games. Yeah. All of that's true. All of that's real. All of it's upsetting. And it's bad right now. Marcus isn't a dummy. He's been around smart football and winning football a long time. I think he's going to have a clear picture of where this is all at. But I'm confident he's going to improve. Is he going to get over the hump, win playoff games, in a title? I don't know. But I know he's going to get better at this. He's a smart guy who is too in tune with reality not to. Keep that in mind, even though there are legitimate red flags. If you say to me, I'm worried about this because of what he allowed under his watch to happen at home, I cannot argue it. I agree with you. But I think for the people saying Marcus is a bum, never going to figure it out, he's a fraud, big talking recruiter, but that's it, It's too early to say that. It's too early to say that. If we're having this discussion in a year or two, definitely not too early to say that. But right now it is. 6 games into a 6-year deal. He ain't going anywhere for a while, no matter what. He's got to figure it out, and I think he will. Okay? His reputation is on the line. Notre Dame's reputation's on the line. Marcus is not going to go down with that ship to make anybody else happy. Okay? He'll figure it out. It's going to get better. Number 2, while we complain about it, the defense is not awful. They gave up 16 points and lost at home which should never happen ever in real life. The most they allowed the whole year up in the 30s was in a blowout, and a lot of those points came late when the game was out of reach. You held Ohio State to 21 points. Nobody's going to come close to that all year. The average they give up is 22. I always wanted under 20 for Notre Dame in this 5-year window of great play. 22 should be enough to win all these games except for maybe Ohio State. So, yes, it ain't perfect. Yeah, there are issues. I'm not pinning all these extra losses on this group. While it isn't pretty, they've done enough to win. Keep that in mind, okay? There are things to complain about there, no doubt. But they're not the reason we have the record we have. Number 3, there's a lot of young talent on this team. The roster is not barren. I'm taking the rest of this year, since everything I care about's off the table nationally, and I want to see young guys emerge and make plays. While we're in this cluster of a year against the toughest schedule anyways, and we're not doing anything with it, get all your young mistakes out of the way. Let Merriweather play more. Give Estime the ball. Let Collie run out there, play more. I don't care. The upperclassmen have forfeited the ability to default, let them play more, let them play first. What? No. This veteran leadership group are the protectors of the program's culture. They allowed Marshall and Stanford to come in your place and clown you. So I don't trust your upper class leadership. Let some young guys play that are hungry and want to make plays. Let me see those guys the rest of the year. So I'm looking for as many young guys to play and contribute and get their learning curve going now as possible. Get their young mistakes out of the way in a year that's in the garbage anyways. That's what I want to see. So it's good when anybody on Notre Dame makes a good play. Double good if it's a young guy, because there's growth coming that's going to make us better later from that. 4, you're not playing with the full deck. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't matter if you agree with this or not. The staff picked Buckner to be their starter. Built and planned everything for the year around that. And then halfway through week 2, it all got scrapped and thrown out. Whether you agree Marcus picked right or wrong to begin the year when he named a starter, whether you agree with that or not, and with all of us acknowledging overall the quarterback room is nowhere near real life good enough, talent, depth, development, retention, all of it. While we acknowledge all that, the staff was planning on running with somebody else, and their starter got hurt. Everything's going to look harder to get done in that situation. I feel like this kind of got lost in the mix because Pine played good a couple weeks, and then we kind of overlooked the fact that he didn't start the year as the starter because he played good. I just think it's important to understand within the dynamic that the entire room is nowhere near good enough, and there isn't enough talent in it, and there isn't a pipeline of development and talent in it. Within all that, you're still playing with the guy they weren't planning on playing with. That's going to be a struggle, and unfortunately, it's hitting us at an awful time. The quarterback room is the number one thing holding this program back. It is a mess. It's just a mess. You need to stabilize that room. And lastly, this one's going to be touchy. Right now, the recruiting classes are still holding. In 23 and 24, right now, they're holding okay. Right? Keeley was gone before the season even started. I can't put that on how this has looked. Right now, as I sit this minute. They're doing a decent job of holding these together. That has to continue. If Marcus is going to have a down year on the field, I at least need that elite recruiting to keep going, to show me there's some talent coming in here. Freeman can't have a dog year on the field and then the recruiting classes unravel. Then I'm not getting anything out of Marcus. I knew he was going to be a learn-on-the-job head coach. But on the plus side, I was getting elite recruiting while that was going on. If I'm not going to have either, I have a problem with that. The trade-off was we traded Kelly's experience for the upside in Freeman's recruiting. I got to still get that upside while he's figuring out the on-field stuff. So you got to make sure you hold these classes together in that top 5 range. You have to. Or this is going to get real dark real fast. So that's what I came up with, folks. 5 positives or potential positives. Freeman's going to get better. The defense isn't perfect, but it is not awful. There's a lot of young talent to be excited about. Recruiting's holding up for now. And we got to understand we're doing all this without the quarterback the coaches wanted to start. I don't know if it makes you feel any better. I don't know if it makes me feel any better going over all this. But I thought that it was important we did so. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I missed on the list. It'd be on yours. Later.